Kanye West and Bianca Censori has definitely made headliners once again. If this is your first time on here, hit that like button, give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to like this video, share this video with your friends and family. Let's get right into it. You guys know Kanye West has been one of the major controversies when it comes to Hollywood in general. And this is not the first time Kanye has graced us, or in this case, should I say, made everyone furious with his kind of behavior. And as you guys know, last week we had the Grammys, and aside from everything that went down in the Grammys, for example, like Beyonce winning the album of the year, and that too for country music, I still haven't gotten over it yet, because how on earth did Beyonce win that over Chris Stapleton and other artists that have been making a wave within the country music genre? Let's not get into that right now. I don't want to take you guys off this whole Kanye West and Bianca Censori's saga. Well, we're gonna dissect this today and find out the reason why Kanye West has been on a downward spiral of lately. Kanye West and his wife Bianca Censori graced us at the Grammys initially with looks that just seemed to scream Kanye in general, but a lot of us were surprised to see Bianca dropping down her fort to reveal a whole load of nothing. Bianca stripped down on the red carpet at the Grammy Awards. But why am I not surprised that Kanye West pulled these kinds of stunts and later on went on a whole Twitter rant that seemed to do him no good at all? Kanye West definitely wasn't invited to the Grammy Awards, so he showed up uninvited with his wife Bianca Censori. This is the video of Kanye West talking to Bianca just a few seconds before the whole thing went down. I've been following Kanye ever since I was a teenager, and I really like a few things about him. I like how outspoken he is. I like how bold he can be. I like that he has the courage to do the kind of things that normal people wouldn't be able to dare. He is that audacious. But where do you draw the line between being audacious and just like outrightly being narcissistical and controlling? There are a lot of videos dissecting the behaviors, the patterns in this clip from the red carpet, and some psychotherapists analyzing the entire body language between these two couples. But a lot of you tend to ignore that these are two couples that we go back again when it comes to consensual behaviors. A lot of you are stuck up on the idea that Bianca Censori is a victim of abuse. And although I kind of agree with some of you guys on that, I seem to think that a lot of you tend to forget that Bianca is not a teenager and this is a full-grown adult. Even though there is a 17 years difference between Kanye and Bianca Censori, I refuse to think that Bianca was forced into doing this. This seems to me like something that Bianca is also a full-on partaker of. Obviously, we can see that in this video. But what if you guys stop to ask yourself if this is exactly what she wants? And even though this is kind of what she might have planned for herself, I'm guessing with the recent backlash that they are experiencing or facing on social media and other platforms, she might have to rethink that decision. Why do I say this? Because Bianca Sensori's families have expressed their feelings towards their daughter, suggesting that she came to them sometime last year expressing her desires to separate from Kanye, but suddenly went AWOL and disappeared on them until the red carpet. This is a clear suggestion of Bianca possibly being abused, but we can't entirely base off all of that on just her being abused, because I don't believe that she did not know what she signed up for. Everybody knows the kind of person Kanye is. Kanye is one who thinks himself as a god. Let me play this video for you guys.
I'm a god. Everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was. A god. I just told you. That's who I think I am.
And the I'm God stuff, let's not sugarcoat it. I know he likes to only have people around. He's saying that he just wants to have people around that provide for him and give him stuff. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or be like a complete yes man. That's saying your God is not true. And that's the biggest form of blasphemy. That's the biggest form of haram ever. Like that's the stuff that we're warned about. People that claim to be God in Islam, we're told to steer away from that as far as possible. Be very wary of these people. And yeah, I know it'd be easier. I would probably do better if a complete yes man, but I'm not going to compromise about that. That's super messed up, and I don't like seeing that at all. That's the worst sin. What's worse than claiming to be God, than claiming to be the Almighty?
So we have clearly a narcissistic man who thinks himself as God, someone who is very anti-Semitic, and someone who is known to stir controversies. Kanye has been accused severally in the past of being extremely manipulative. So you can't tell me that Bianca did not know what she signed herself up. She knew the kind of person Kanye was. In fact, even if she claims that she wasn't aware of his behaviors, before getting married to someone, at least you do your homework to research somebody online. Kanye and Bianca Sensori got married in 2022. Here's an article from the Daily Mail stating when they got married. So, Sensori and West were first photographed together in January 2023. TMZ initially identified her as a mystery woman. West was taken to the Waldorf Astoria in Beverly Hills. A couple days later, the outlets shared photos of the couples from inside the hotel where they were spotted sharing a meal. It's probably worth noting that at this point in their relationship, Sensori is dressing in a style that you might call normal. At the Waldorf Astoria, she was wearing what looked like a t-shirt over a tank top. So these articles specifically describe her outfit as something you would call normal. But I'm guessing at this point, these guys are already sensing kind of like a weird dynamic between the both of them. For them to talk about her outfit on the very first publication of them as couples definitely means that these paparazzi guys probably smelled something from afar. Later on, the article goes on to talk more about Sensori's past. According to her LinkedIn, Sensori began working at the West's company Yeezy as an architectural designer in November 2020. Prior to that, she had been in grad school at the University of Melbourne getting a master's degree in architecture. In 2023, a woman going by Kate and claiming to know Sensori told an Australian radio show that West had found his future wife on Instagram. Yee slid into her DMs, found her on Instagram and said, "Come and work for me." She dropped out. "I'm not actually sure if she's an architect," Kate said. You guys know the whole dynamics between employee versus employer and then getting married. Sometimes these kinds of relationships do work out, but we can clearly see this type of boss-employee dynamics going on in their relationships, because we hardly ever see Sensori say anything to the media. It just seems as if she is literally not her own person and maybe probably doesn't have the right to be her own person. This is screaming contractual to me. I don't see any form of self-expression from Sensory ever since she got married. She has been mute to the paparazzis, to the media. Kanye has always been this maniac when it comes to dressing up his women. I'm starting to think that some men have this as like really serious sexual fetishes, but now this is kind of going towards a humiliation fetish that Kanye might be expressing in full form. Kanye has been cancelled too many times to count. He literally thinks he's a god, and he also definitely thinks that nothing at this point that he can ever do would cancel him out. But is that really true? Like, Kanye, are you really reaping the benefits of like the things that you do? Because obviously I don't think it's going down as he had envisioned in his mind for everything to go down. Because why the hell would you pull such stunt and then feel the need to come on Twitter to rant like a child? This guy, mind you, is a 47-year-old guy. He is almost clocking 50, but like the way he comes on and rants just makes me say, child, where the hell are the grown-ups? And Kanye has had a very long history of coming on media and talking about his mental illness, stating that he was misdiagnosed for bipolar disorder, which he openly talked about few years before admitting that he struggled with autism. This was a more recent video which I came across on the internet, and I don't think that any of these mental illnesses or mental problem is an excuse for these kinds of behavior, because Kanye has repeatedly said to the media that he has refused to take his medications, and this is just a very big slap to those people who actually do suffer from these kinds of conditions and are doing their best to treat themselves and be in better shapes themselves. Kanye kind of feels like because he's got a lot of these plateaus of reasons to defend himself, he feels like he is untouchable at this point. But the media, the people are starting to resist these kinds of behavior. And let me tell you, after pulling this stunt, Kanye got cancelled and banned from the Grammys. This has not been confirmed yet. That aside, let's discuss some of Kanye's Twitter rants. And some of these tweets has got me flipping out, because how the hell do an almost nearly crossing 50 years old man take a time out to tweet this rubbish? Let's get into it. Kanye started off his tweets by tweeting this: "Free Puff Tycoon," basically saying to free Puff Diddy. Puff Diddy is an allegedly sexual offender. This is in no way gonna do him favors with some of his fans out there, because dude, can you see the amount of proof that has been brought to the court for this guy? A lot of people have come forward to raise complaints against this guy, and here is Kanye tweeting this. This is not good at all. He goes on to say that all these celebrity niggas and bitches is pussy. You all watch our brother rot and never say shit. Basically referring to people allowing Puff Diddy to be imprisoned and everything like that. He goes on to say, "At Donald Trump, please free my brother Puff." Yo, listen, let me just say this. That guy is gonna be locked up for days. I don't think he's going out anytime soon. So he goes on to say, "Fuck all that woke shit. Niggas addicted to complaining. Do something. We all watched them try to cancel Chris Brown and ain't nobody do nothing. I was pussy then too. Chris Brown, it's till the wheels fall off." That guy literally bit up our princess and came on the internet to apologize for how he was being used by the devil. Well. I guess Kanye could also come up tomorrow and say that this wasn't him at all, and we are expected to just believe them. When do we actually start to realize that we as people, as viewers, need to start holding these celebrities accountable? And it is also give them the power to actually think that they can walk on water and do whatever it is that they can do. And we would just like accept everything that they do like dummies. He goes on to say in capital letters, slavery is a choice. Like, dude, seriously, how do you even further complicate your situation by saying this? And I actually came across the video in which he tried to explain this, and I'm so glad that the two guys who were listening to this wasn't actually buying this. And this is the clip from that moment.
We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice. Every day we have to walk into that truth while you choose to say things that, to be honest with you, dog, are nonsensical. You want to think freely? That's fine. I'll combat your free thought with my free thought because mine is grounded in a reality that I've been given and a reality that I'm going to change, but I'm not going to do it by pretending that the enemies are on the same team as me. And frankly, I'm disappointed, I'm appalled, and brother, I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something, to me, that's not real.
This brings me to talk about Kanye's ad at the Super Bowl, which he himself paid millions of dollars to get viewers to see this, and it turns out to be one of the most shittiest ad I've ever come across personally. And this is such a low effort kind of an ad that I'm probably not even sure what he was expecting out of it for us to flood his website and purchase things.
What's up, guys? I spent like all the money for the commercial on these new teeth. So once again, I had to shoot it on the iPhone. Go to Yeezy.com.
And I'm sure there are some of you guys who are crazy fans of Kanye that would be coming for me right now and saying, oh yeah, this is just his marketing strategy. Yes. The truth is, everyone knows Kanye and they already know that this is how he operates. Kanye literally thrives on controversies. You guys remember, I think this was the 2012 Grammy Awards where Taylor Swift was receiving her first ever Grammys, and Kanye comes up to the stand, takes the microphone away from her, and directs the whole Grammy by saying that Beyonce's album was way better than hers. And literally Taylor Swift got a standing ovation because she refused to respond. Trust me, whenever I think back at that moment, I feel super cringe. That solidified Kanye in his manosphere of setting controversial trends on the internet, and everyone's been rolling with that up until now. It's been more than 10 freaking years that Kanye has been on this. At this point, I think some people just want to see a different side of him. Some people just want to see the old Kanye back. Everyone expects Kanye to do the most bizarre things. I think what people want to experience is Kanye being a totally different person, but in a different way, not in this controversial way which he tends to spew. And the thing about controversies is he has definitely succeeded in painting himself in this kind of narrative where anything he does is like people could easily just say, oh yeah, that's Kanye. But at some point, people want to see the real you. And it seems to me that he has indefinitely tried to not hide his personalities doing these bizarre stunts. I think hidden behind this persona is the real Kanye, a person who is striving for attention, someone who isn't like satisfied with the attention he gets and he wants more, someone whose ego is like way bigger than like his reputation and the way he wants people to perceive him. He no longer cares about how people see him. He just wants everyone to feel the way he does. And he does that by projecting the most bizarre things online and saying the most bizarre things online. This man has got kids. He's got like 4 kids. And what are these kids gonna think about him seeing these kinds of videos, seeing him pull these stunts out? And in fact, let me say this, because Kim Kardashian has got her own thoughts on this. And here's what Kim Kardashian had to say about Kim Kardashian is reportedly disgusted by the Grammy stunt and is worried about the impact it could have on her and Ye's children. A source said not idolizes her dad, and what is Kim supposed to say? As for Saint, Kim is worried about what his friends will say. So this is a mother here who is concerned about the well-being of her child. Although North is kind of like a fan of her dad, which is totally alright, because that is her father. You can't take that away from her. She loves her dad. But I'm sure at some point she's gonna have to question all of these things later on in life, and I really do hope at that time Kanye has a valid explanation for that. And would Kim Kardashian be right to keep her kids away from such kinds of behavior by taking full custody of her kids and keeping her kids away from Bianca Sensori? And have you guys noticed that the both of them look the same, Bianca and Kim Kardashian? I mean, earlier images from Sensori, she definitely has got some work done. It's definitely giving Kim vibes to me. So you guys let me know in the comment section if you definitely agree with what I'm saying. I want you guys to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Drop a comment. Also, a YouTuber came across Kodak in a very bad state, and this is the video of Kanye's response to that.
I know y'all thinking I'm going through something right now, and I got bags under my eyes and shit. But I just saw a video of Kodak, and I wouldn't want nobody to like do an intervention on me. That's why I want to put this video up, because y'all might think, oh man, Ye really going through right now. Somebody need to go get him, or yo, go take his Twitter and stuff like that. But I'm just telling you calmly that I am in a good space. I'm really in a positive space. It's cathartic. I got my ideas out. That's all that happened. And that was very freeing for me, and it was worth everything. It was worth everything to do that. So let's start there. Now, I've seen this video of my brother Kodak, and I feel a call, and he's actually wearing this Donda chain. And it's not just because he's wearing a chain, but it's like how he's sitting here wearing this chain unless something's saying to go and get my brother. And I thought about it before. I was like, man, I should go down to Miami. Maybe I could be the person that could make a difference. And that's what I'm about to do right now.
So he definitely looks like someone who is trying to convince us that his mental state is in the right place, but he obviously seems frustrated and like he hasn't got enough sleep, which I honestly think he should. The tweets are a lot, and I don't think that I can talk about this. Like, this guy clearly has a problem with fat people, because he wrote this tweet: fat bitches are sex offenders. I see them and I'm sexually offended. Making lingerie for fat bitches is like giving knives to little kids. They gonna hurt anybody. If you find yourself in a fat bitch pussy, just remember it's because you're broke. Like, what the like, this guy is nuts. You brag about money, you talk about you being never being cancelled, you talk about you being the best, you talk about you being a god. Like, I'm so done hearing this guy talk about himself. It's so sad to see that Kanye has become this person. I used to admire Kanye for his music. I used to think that he was really inspirational, because Kanye in the past was a producer and he made beats for a lot of all these musicians that we listen to today. And he also went on to produce music of his own that ended up winning him Grammys. This was how he started. And it's so sad to see that Kanye has completely forgotten about where he comes from and his humble beginnings. You forget that you wouldn't be where you are right now without your fans and without the hard work. Talking about hard work, we haven't heard an album from Kanye in a minute. If Kanye continues down this route, he is finished. Like, now he's like done. But once he gets to that point of no return, that is like the end of Kanye. That aside, I mean, Kanye's tweeted a lot of things. I say what the fuck I want. I have security for you all dumbass broke mad niggas. Fuck you. And then broke ass niggas be like, oh, you're gonna hide behind your bodyguard. And I'm like, I'm not hiding. I'm visibly standing behind you. I pay to protect my family. Like, who does this? You brag about your securities. You forget that your securities also have their own lives, also have families that they need to come back home to, and you are busy online making lives difficult for these people who at the end of the day have to do their job because they need to get paid. They need to have money to take care of their family. This is so sad because Kanye should be an inspiration to people, and it's just giving low, it's giving fraudulent, it's giving manipulative, it's giving controlling, it's giving abuse. There is nothing artistic about him degrading women. There is nothing artistic about him saying things, hurtful things to people just because he is also in that hurtful place. I don't think it is okay to project your feelings onto other people, to project your opinions onto other people, and that too forcefully. This should be illegal. I think this should be illegal. I don't think people like Kanye are supposed to walk the red carpet, and even if they should be walking the red carpet, I don't think that we should entertain the kind of things, this toxic behavior. I think it's time for us to generally start questioning some of these things that celebrities do and think that they can get away with. I know that I'm speaking for a lot of people. Let me know in the comment section what part of this video really resonates. Literally, guys, I've been away for a very valid reason. I wish I could come on here to tell you guys like why I have been away, but honestly, I have been unwell for 2 weeks and I've been trying to recover. And now that I'm feeling like brand new, feeling super excited, full of ideas, I just think that we are back. Lastly, I want to thank everyone that has been supporting this channel. I see you guys. It shows on the watch hours, and so I want to just say a big thank you to all of you watching. We have these podcast episodes also uploaded on Spotify, so go give it a watch, give it a listen, also share with your friends and family. Let me know what kind of topics you guys want in the comment section. You guys, please feel free to share your thoughts. Like, I don't know if there is something that I'm not doing that's making like the comments to not be fully engaging. I just want to know what that might be in case you've noticed. But yeah, I truly appreciate the kind comments, the likes, all of the positive feedbacks that I've been getting on the Wholesome Rave. If you did enjoy, give this video a thumbs up, like this video, share to your friends, family, and yeah, I'll see you guys in